we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now an audible here into something else. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it was just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, they throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
7-7, our score after 1. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people round the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
43. Easy.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice from a yard out. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Bunker on for the PAT. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14, Seahawks 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14th City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Seattle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 121 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 35 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Nico on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Argo blue. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Seahawks.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Darnold's pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
19-yard line.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes.
complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Noah Gray, 56 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Seahawks 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Down the left sideline. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Final minute now of the third quarter.
And inches.
Yellow.
41-yard line.
On second and inches, Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 41, here's a second down and 6.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 57.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Here's 2nd down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end Ray. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
Again, it's Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Hunt is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield.